students. Let's continue to learn the lesson which I taught you in the previous session. That is nothing but Mauritius. Yes, dear students, in this previous session we learned 9 points in which our author was explaining us about his journey towards Mauritius. He also explained after going into Mauritius what he saw. He told about the people, those who are living in Mauritius, and their happiness and the difficulty that they are facing. And now let's continue to learn about the island Mauritius in the viewpoint of our author. There is no railway in Mauritius. Well maintained trunk and arterial roads connect various villages and towns, cutting through the ubiquitous sugarcane fields. Although the whole country is only 64 km by 50 km in size, driving round the island for sightseeing makes me feel curiously that I am in a place as sprawling as India. But the excellent weather and breathtaking landscapes all round make up for many hours spent just sitting inside a car. It is very common for people to drive up and down an average 70 km to a cocktail party or dinner with friends. As dear students, Mauritius is a small country. Our author tells that the scenery of Mauritius is very good, that he can sit in the car and he can observe, he can look through the window, the scenery. It makes him feel pleasant. Now let's move on to 10th point. I note the trees here are so unlike the gigantic specimens and I have seen in Andaman Island. Disappointingly enough, they are short and gnarled even in the interior of jungles, looking just like abnormally overgrown bonsai. These jungles have no tigers or lions or elephants or any kind of wildlife. There are not even poisonous snakes or insects. The bat was the only mammal before man arrived on the island with the monkey and the deer centuries ago. Yes, here our author compares the Mauritius island with Andaman Island, where in Andaman Island there are very big gigantic trees, but here the tree is like abnormal big. That means it doesn't grow that much well as it grows in Andaman. The trees of Mauritius is very small ones, and there are no insects, poisonous insects, snakes, and lion, tiger. In the jungle also there was no like this poisonous animals. But only one mammal was there, that is bat. It was also with when monkey and deer appeared, no, centuries ago, before man could go to that Mauritius island, monkeys and deer were there. That time itself the bat also were living with these animals. Unfortunately, the birds are dwindling in number and variety. The dodo, a bird which could not fly and which certainly had no claims to beauty and elegance, was a native of this island and mercilessly is extinct now. That means the bird called dodo. Okay, this is a bird which has a native island, which is native in Mauritius island, but now it doesn't exist. And so are the giant tortoises of the Aldabra variety, of which a few specimens have been brought and kept in an enclosure in the botanical gardens at Pamplemousse. Now let's move on to next point. The people of Mauritius shudder to think of the night the king cyclone struck them. On February 6, 1975, a 320 kilometer broad howling wind moved in at some 255 km per hour. The eye of the cyclone alone, I am told, was 48 km wide, and it churned the country for 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, smashing windows and doors, tearing up rooftops, uprooting trees, and bringing them down on buildings. Yes, dear students, he also tells that the Mauritius people, they are remembering the cyclone which struck on 1975. It struck on 1975, but still they are remembering because it caused many problem, like it teared the rooftops and uprooted the trees, and it caused many problems for the Mauritius people. This cyclone in 1975, it came in Mauritius, and it caused many problems for the people. That's why the Mauritius people still they are remembering that cyclone. Now, of course, the island has recovered from the devastation, but the valley of the dead trees gives me a fair idea of the enormous violence with which the cyclone had struck these people, who are actually quite used to facing these storms as they are an annual event in Mauritius. But the big ones come only once in 15 years. The sad part of it is by the time the next one is due, the memory of the previous disaster fades or nearly comes to be believed as a myth. So again, trees are planted in congested areas, tall buildings come up. Plate glass pictures, windows are fixed, and rooftops are put up with an eye and elegance. But sure enough, at the end of the 15 years period, the king cyclone appears promptly up the horizon to surprise the people of Mauritius. Yes. Students, they told that every year this Mauritius people are affected by storms. Okay, it is normal storm. It is not that much big as they had in 1975, and it is believed that after each once in a 15 years they will get this king cyclone, that means that much big cyclone. After affected by the cyclone, they will be slowly, they used to they will come normal life, but after that again they will get another cyclone, so their life is mixed with this cyclone. A coral reef runs all around the island, parallel to the shoreline, keeping the hysterical waves away at a safe distance from the beaches. The calm turquoise blue lagoons and Mauritius thus have become world famous. They are still and climb like lotus ponds and are a delight to those who like water sports such as scuba diving, swimming, surf riding, speedboat racing, and yachting. In some places, the sea is so shallow there is even horse riding. Yes, the beach, the people of Mauritius and the tourists, they used to come and they will play there in the beach. My wife and I, not being aquatic, we watch with amusement the avidity of the tourists from all parts of the world, extracting every bit of fun that the magnificent beach could yield. Yes, they were also his wife and he was surprisingly they both were looking at the beach. Okay, the tourists they will come and they will play there, looking at them. They will be standing there in the beach. We step into a glass bottomed boat carefully without getting our feet wet and go on a cruise to observe submerged coral reefs and marine life. I see seashells on yellow sand to start with little indefinable creatures. Stray bits of seaweed float by. Alarmed crabs quarry for shelter. Then comes the skeleton like formation of coral. The sea deepens pale green bushes, slimy white blobs, big as pumpkins, lobsters, slithering snaky forms. Yes. Yeah, he is describing how the sea looked as he and his wife was going on the boat. They were looking into the sea, how the sea was looking, like that he was telling. As the boat moves further into the sea, the scene below turns red. Among the jagged rocks, the coral jungle becomes dense and huge and is draped with the brownish moss. I see shapeless, ugly creatures crawling in the dark depths of the sea caves. I feel unblinking eyes are watching us from below, the giant mushroom like growth all over. Headless animals pretending to be plants stuck in one place sway from side to side in a ghostly manner. A cold shiver runs down my spine. Yeah, here also he continues to describe about the sea. From boat he looks into the sea. He sees many fishes and crawling creatures. Like some creature they don't have head, as they look like a plant, okay, but still they used to run here and then. Suddenly they will be appear in one place and next moment they will appear in another place. So he describing that creature as ghost. Okay, yeah. All of a sudden, standing out against the darkness, a school of fish colored bright lemon yellow with the black bars all along their sides pause majestically by cheering up the whole world of overwhelming gloom. Further on, I see the coral branches tipped with a peculiar blue light, like hundreds of candles dying out. Plenty of colors coming now: violet, yellow, pink, green, post box red. Fishes with hideous spikes all over their body. Fishes with long tails, fishes with battered faces, all of them with a damned look of contempt souls criss-cross a path in a weird twilight against a nightmarish landscape. Yeah, here this whole paragraph is telling about the fish which he sees into the sea. Okay, the fishes were in different colors. They were like as though they were having candle in their body. They were brightening. Fastening my seat belt, preparing for my return flight, I vaguely think of the future of Mauritius. Will it be able to preserve its pristine charm? It has no population problem now, with its 8,50,000 people evenly spread over. There is hardly any unemployment question yet. People seem to live fairly well at all levels. The government is aware of all these advantages but seems to feel a certain nervousness about an economy so dependent basically on a single commodity, sugar. So it is eager to have foreign entrepreneurs start their industry here. Now, as we said, our author came to Mauritius. He explained us whatever he sees in Mauritius, and now it's a time for him to go back to India. So he was in the flight and he was thinking about Mauritius. Now, this Mauritius, it is very good, and the population also is correct level, but whether in future also it will remain like that, the situation of Mauritius will remain like that, he was thinking. And he was also thinking, after some years this Mauritius government may allow other foreign people to start their industry in this island, how it will be, like that he was thinking. With industrial growth, the living space will shrink. Cars and trucks will increase. The roads will have to be widened to take the load. The price of land will go up and flats will appear. Cost of living, pollution, unemployment, slums, taxation, controls, all these thoughts come to me from force of habit. And enlightenment people can, of course, guide themselves away from all such evils and still preserve this paradise on earth. Yes. Our author thinks that this Mauritius city which he saw is like paradise. Okay. So he was thinking in future, if they allow other country to come and start their industry, this Mauritius will become very polluted island, and there will be, now there is no unemployment. He didn't hear such a word unemployment because the population also in correct level, so there was no thing of unemployment. But when the industry comes, there will be question of unemployment will maybe arise, and he was thinking there will be slums, taxation, controls, pollution, everything, and it will spoil this paradise. So the people should keep up this paradise as it is now. At last it is, I turn hopefully to the window for clouds to entertain me. But the sun has set, it is dark outside, and I shall be in India in a few hours. At last, he came. He was also sitting in the flight, and near the window he was sitting, and he wanted to see the clouds. Do you remember in the beginning? He was telling that the clouds are in different shape. He was looking at the clouds, and he was entertained. So he thought the same thing, and he was sitting near the window, but when he saw the clouds, he couldn't see because already it was dark, and in few hours he will back to India. Dear students, I hope you understood this lesson, Mauritius. This lesson is all about the Mauritius island. Thank you.